the jungle to farm up his Atos. Who's holding the lane? It's like an Elder Titan and an Oracle. And so the Viper games that I've seen be most successful is basically the Viper just gets Atos and then he grabs his two supports and they just walk. They just march across the map as a trio and you just can't fight Viper because the initiation range is just so stupidly far with Atos that they decide when they want to engage and you don't get to. So I don't know. I feel like he's not going to farm as fast though because he's coming out of the side lane. The one benefit of side lane Viper is that you basically abuse the fact that crowns are in the side shop because you're just building into Atos. And so you're just grabbing these crowns on the side and you don't have to bring the courier down. Which is really nice for your team.
Yeah, no, that is really great. Sorry, I was just tweaking audio settings here, trying to make sure we've got our in-game sounds nice and audible. Folks, if you have any issues throughout the game, feel free to let me know. We can definitely make some tweaks on the fly. And this is just our first of 2 BO3s today. This is just game 1 of at least 2 between Fnatic and NiP. So excited to be here, Trent. A new major is before us. This DPC season well underway. This is what we live for, baby.
Yeah, this is the time. We don't get a whole lot of these a year, you know. There's only 5 of them.
There's only a couple.
I gotta enjoy them.
Still some surprises to come as well. That last one yet to be announced.
What is Jabs doing?
Now.
Oh, see Jabs in the mid lane, what he's doing right now? So he just walked in behind this tree line because he wanted to see if there was a ward here. Because if the tower hit him, it means that there's a ward on this side giving vision inside this tree. So because he's able to walk in there and not get hit by the tower, he knows that the Radiant don't have a ward over here. So he knows the ward's probably over here, but he didn't go for the sentry. We'll see if he comes back for it if his mid laner complains about a high ground ward.
Well, up top, Saksa able to snag that bounty. That's pretty nice, but he may pay for it. Caught by the root from Oracle. A lot of damage coming his way. Some decent body box, but MP gets tossed back, and Saksa will be just fine. Fata also going to take a couple of love taps here, but he should be able to make it back under his tower in time to block some of these creeps for the spawn. All right, 3 bounties going the way of NiP. Nice start.
And they've sent our Enigma to the mid lane, eh? I mean, I guess we haven't really talked about this, right? Because of the this is because of the counter of the Invoker, where you have the Quas Wexers to take off the Ember Shield. So we just send our Enigma there as well. And indeed, it is a Quas Wex Invoker coming out as
Bata up
my
top
bad.
takes an early tumble. Another root. That's all they need.
That was my preferred.
Very nice, very nice.
So back to this mid lane here.
But yeah, so Quas Wex
versus
for sure.
Enigma.
Haven't seen this in a while. Should favor the Enigma to start. You can already see the denies are stacking. In fact, he's only got 1 Lacer right now from Abed. My goodness. Oh, he missed that one too. Oh no. I mean, when you're not Exort though, you don't have the damage.
Yeah, it's rough. And Enigma's got plenty of damage here with all these Eidolons. 33. Off to an incredible start. Netta, please.
Oh my god. I can't leave until he gets another CS. I'm stuck here. Oh no, he missed that one too. Oh!
This is brutal.
Devastating. Oh, 4 and 8 to the 1 and 1. I'm sure
like
we
one
don't care
of
if
the
anyone
worst
dies.
opening set of waves I think I've ever seen from Abed here. This is brutal. Up top again, we'll see some damage exchange. The Jab's a little bit low, but Fata the one actually getting pushed back. Jab's staying aggressive, ready to trade his way his life. They can get the kill first, and he can. They go 1 for 1. Fata falls first, and now Saksa trying to put some counter damage onto MP, but there's going to be a roar. And that'll be the end of it.
I want to let you know that Abed got his null, and he just got 2 denies. And a last hit. All right, we're back, baby. Life is good. But 9 and 9 for 3-3 here. Of course, being Enigma certainly helps.
Right. I don't know if I go so far as to say we're back in, baby, but at least now we're cooking with gas. He's going to bump into a double damage rune, so this is nice. This is a sign of recovery at least, or a step in that direction. Let's see what he can do with it. PPD getting some love from DJ here in the jungle.
And now someone who did not get any love lately, in fact, he got the hate, was the Nature's Prophet. These little treants, not quite as strong as they used to be. They're down to 27 damage. I mean, they definitely needed it. They were way too strong, let's be honest. So now they have scaling attack damage instead of just being flat at all levels.
Okay. I like that.
Basically, he was like the only position 5 that teams were using it to basically secure Spectre. Like EG especially would just pick position 5 Prophet and then just send treants at anyone that came to Spectre's lane. and we're getting Spectre free games at MDL.
Good stuff. Really good stuff. Things looking pretty good for MP here in the safe lane. Lone Druid having a fine time against the Necro. Leading the last hit chart right now.
And we'll see if he opts for the Midas. Currently doesn't have it queued up. And of course, the Midas falling out of favor a little bit, but I feel like we're still seeing a majority of Lone Druids go for it in pro games. So kind of curious, just because of like the timing with NiP's lineup, I wouldn't be too surprised if he was fine going for a Midas, because it kind of feels like in the end, Fnatic would have a better time.
I think the other key aspect of Midas too is they continue to nerf the gold aspect of it. The experience aspect becomes comparatively better. Ice, ice, ice down bottom. Could take a tumble here. A lot of damage his way, and the Viper will fall. Nice kill for Ace there on the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, top lane, they almost got the bear, but MP gets the resummon as well. Or else that would have been a hefty chunk of gold for themselves. But yeah, for sure. And Lone Druid is definitely someone that really only cares about the gold. You know, and the attack speed is great too. But in terms of like XP versus gold, I would say that he's more about the gold.
That's fair. I guess that was meant to be more of a general statement than specifically for Lone Druid, but...
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying. It's good, because that's what's changed it for certain heroes, right? Like, some heroes just don't really care about Midas that much anymore as well, because of the gold. So, it might be one reason why we're not going to see Lone Druids get it as much.
Yeah.
It's also, like, you know,
brutal.
cost benefit, too.
I don't know if you play Midas carrying heroes that often, but when you build it these days, it just feels... It feels slow unless you're absolutely free farming or have found a lot of kills or something. It's really not an easy item to work into builds anymore, whereas it used to kind of feel like, oh, I'm having a good lane. Sure, let's grab a Midas.
That was a nice play. Gets the toss of jabs away so he can grab the bounty and bottle it, and now he goes back for the second one too.
Now down bottom, Ice 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 going to pay for that one. DJ able to pick up the other bounty. Looks like battles happening on both sides here. Fada up top, likely to fall, and he will. That makes it 3-3. Fnatic still hanging on to a small gold lead, but quite the even laning phase this has turned out to be.
Fada basically just got sacked for that bounty run. That's pretty much what just happened there.
Yeah.
Is because the Sox are playing aggressively like that, he ends up going down, and then they're going to give 200 gold to NP for the kill. So tough stuff there. That bear already has phase boots. So very difficult to stay in this lane right now. Level 5, root possibility. And Fada is not even like close to level 4. He's a fresh level 3. His game is very hard at the moment.
Yeah, this is scary for the Necro.
Look at that. He's just running down the Necro, but they don't get the right click. So he gets the recall on the bear, back over to Soxa, and he's getting destroyed.
Wow. Tiny's only level 3 as well. MP not going to be able to find that kill quite yet, but now turning on to Fada. There's the root. Out comes the Ghost Shroud pretty much right away, but it's going to expire, and MP's right back at it again, and there's a rotation from the Oracle. Now it's a 2v2, and NiP going to be in some trouble. Fada caught by a root, trying to heal up, but he's going to get brought down. MP getting surprisingly low as now PPD's joined the fray, but they don't quite have the right click. Soxa can't get there in time to use that toss. MP lives. He'll use the healing salve. Now another rotation. It's Abed. He's made the connection, and that'll be the kill on PPD. It's a 2-0 Fnatic all day.
Damn. And Secret.MP is back, baby. Played the Lone Druid so much, and man, that micro was so good. Like, he's got his hero one way, the bear the other. He's keeping the damage off the bear. He got so many clutch recalls, or returns rather, on that bear to bring it right back to his hero. And now again, he's just running down Soxa.
Yep. We're going to find him in the tree line. He's going to get completely sandwiched. Does have a lot of reinforcements coming, though. Ned is here. That is 33 on the Enigma. He's level 6. Soxa still goes down. Beautiful Savage Roar to prevent the black hole from coming out, but Abed stuck inside of a Sprout. Is there any follow-up here? Doesn't look like it. I think they're going to get away with this.
All right. He has no right to be alive right there. How do you not get that black hole off? Oh.
That was a heartbreaker.
Oh. Man, MP is just playing out of his mind right now. And then they're just back in his lane, and he's like, so you guys, you're still here, right? You're still level 3, eh?
Well, they made a little rotation. I guess PPD is going to stay up here. He's at least level 4. I guess the one upside for NiP is that this Ember Spirit is farming pretty well himself. He's got phase boots, picked up that first crown. He's actually #1 on net worth ahead of the Lone Druid because he's just been playing his own game down bottom.
That is true. He's definitely been a little busy up here.
Uh-oh. Fada caught again. Fear into the root. Fortune's End secures the kill. Well, actually, that's a lie. MP gets the kill, but Fortune's End set it up. An alley-oop there.
Yeah, that is true though. Ace has just been free gaming down here, going straight in towards the drums. I also haven't looked at Isis Ice in forever. What's his deal? He's almost into the Aethos.
Oh, initiation onto DJ. There's going to be a 3-on-1 as PPD joins the fray, trying to move his way around the tree line, but Ace is burning him down. Nowhere to go. That will be an easy kill here for the Ember Spirit. Now a killing spree, 3-0-0 on the Ember, maintaining his #1 seat.
Damn, that's crazy. Feels like MP's been working so hard up here. 4-0-3 and the 3-0-0 Ember Spirit with no one in his lane is just having a better time. This is why Dota isn't fair sometimes.
It's true. Speaking on that Midas, though, the Lone Druid seems fairly committed to this Radiance now. Well, in terms of what he's got queued up and what he's got in the inventory. Still very far away, but Relic next.
Yeah, what did he end up doing? So he went back for the Bassi and his own boots for the hero, too. So he's committing a lot into his like current game state, not just like full-on saving for the Radiance. And I think that makes sense considering how much pressure he's been under.
Yeah, expecting it to stay active as well. I mean, it's no secret that NiP have a lineup that will want to continue fighting, use their cooldowns, definitely fight around that Black Hole Reaper Scythe combo. Once they have it, Necro's still only level 4. We are getting close to Tome territory, though. So either Necro or Tiny will get a little freebie there.
His game is actually so trash right now. Like, you can't play this hero from this point. This hero wants to be ahead. Look where he is on the net worth. He is the second lowest in the entire game. The only person below him is PPD, and that is never a good sign. That's a bad sign when you're a support player. He's a fucking core. Like,
that's
this
true.
is a Necrophos.
Saksa initiated on up top. Does get off a stun. 33 on the high ground. Lingering nearby. Just a battle for the bounties. And Fnatic will win this exchange around the map as they secure 3.
Oh god, this hero's like so hard to play from behind though. Cause like what does he offer right now? He basically needs to get the most massive scythe kill ever.
Yeah, I think that's the one upside, is at least Necro can secure some kills from pretty much any state if you have a setup. He does have some healing, but yeah, I'm with you. This is a pretty rough Necro situation. You feel like paper. You can't really do much besides hide in your jungle, sit under your own wards and towers, and pray the enemies make a mistake you can capitalize on. He is getting close to 6, so that'll be a time for NiP to maybe get a sign of life in their off laner.
He has no game though, because after this, like this Invoker, I will see if Abed goes actually for this Midas. I wonder if he might just go straight for an earlier Spirit Vessel as well, because how is this Necrophos ever going to play the game? We talked about how there's not a whole lot of like frontline in this draft for NiP. That has to be Fada. Like he's the guy that's going to be kind of in the forefront of these engagements. He's the one who's going to be being thrown up and to twist their territory here from Abed.
Yeah, I mean, it really can't be anything else. Enigma's obvious. Your Ember Spirit is really glass cannon territory. He needs to be going in and out. He's not tanking much. You're Tiny. Even if he wanted to tank, he's got no items. And he's only level 4. So he's, I don't know, Tiny's sort of your 5 in this scenario, even though he is technically 4th in net worth for the team.
He's your 4, for sure.
Yeah.
Prophet's just going to be basically TPing to ward spots, which I think Peter looks like he's about to do right now, honestly. Yep.
I guess I hesitate because it's not a very intimidating 4 we're seing here. He's just now got his level 5, but it's been tough for him to really have a big impact.
Yeah, their lane got absolutely destroyed. And now MP has taken that pressure to the bottom lane. He's already got the tower. The tower's still full HP up top. 3-3 gonna remove the tree line here, and this reduces the possibilities of the LD coming top here, but Abed's set up.
They're going to go straight in here onto Ice, Ice, Ice. It's a decent tornado, but Ember cuts in deep on the other side. Big damage onto Jabs. Able to get off the ult just in time. Now the Enigma getting low. Level 10. Able to survive just for now, but it's him and Jabs in the tree line. Very spread out fight here as 33 survives. First casualty is going to be DJ on the back line. There's your Black Hole. Connects on 2. Saksa able to join the fray, but it doesn't really do that much damage. Reaper's Scythe does set up the kill onto the Viper, but the kill does not go the way of the Necro. Still pretty solid as he does find that one. A 1 for 3 in this chaotic exchange. Abed survives, but it's NiP that take the win in this team fight.
Yeah, huge. Fada, I mean, look, he's recovered. His game is magically back with a double kill against, he ended up getting 541 gold, 519 experience. He actually did so much damage in that fight. And MVP
Necro,
of that
baby.
one for me, got to be 3-3, honestly. He just kited them so hard through the tree line before getting that black hole down that ended up holding them all both in place for his teammates to wrap around.
Yeah, a lot of patience there from the Enigma, and it's sort of deceptive because not a lot of damage followed it up, but it broke up the fight enough for his team to finally capitalize. And those little heals from Necro over the course of that pretty long fight definitely added up, give them the edge. Still a lead for Fnatic overall, though. There was a lot of pressure on their bottom lane while that was happening. Ice, get himself an Alpha Wolf there. Nice deny, though. That's cute.
If I think if you're Fada, you need to like one more of those fights. That was a pretty fortunate fight. I think Abed probably had the worst part of that fight. His tornado was pretty weak. I think it only hit the Ember. Didn't really set up for much else. And then the just like the lower levels, of course, it is still an Invoker at the earlier stages of the game. So he hit a big EMP, but it still left enough mana for the Enigma to get his ult off.
Yep. Mid lane could see a setup here. Stomp not going to connect onto 33. He'll survive, but a lot of support nearby. 4 heroes for Radiant mid as Ace is all alone up top. He'll play relatively conservative with his positioning, just trying to farm up that Maelstrom. See some pings from PPD in the top lane, maybe thinking about a setup onto Abed, though. Perhaps not the easiest target, especially with an Oracle hiding in the tree line.
They basically just need to chill out on the side of Fnatic right now. They should probably try and posture for 15-minute runes. That looks like what DJ is up to here. So try and get yourself the 15-minute runes, and then they're trying to hit the same timing of the Greaves with the Radiance here. And that will be their goal. It looks like the Radiance might end up being a little bit ahead of the Greaves, so they might have to just push with the mech and try and take care of some of these tier 2s.
Dire's top tower is under
Up
attack.
top, Fnatic in a very defensive posture. Tiny using some illusions to pull the wave back, get a little bit of intel. Bounties coming out.
Dire's top tower
And
is
looks
under
like it will be an
attack.
exchange, but both teams hesitant to commit to much.
Dire's
It's just plant Peener on the tower, and he's just the only one hitting it. I mean, that works.
He's got a Blightstone. Easy peasy.
Looks like he'll be grabbing the team urn here. Probably going to be his only item this game, maybe Spirit Vessel.
So, scary item up on the Viper now. That's the Atos. If he can connect with that, certainly some kill potential. Oracle looking to set up, but he will leap away. Pesky Ember Spirit.
Yeah, not much you can do just with the being a projectile versus Ember is a little frustrating.
Pretty slow. Yeah.
I guess this Ember got picked 4th overall, and they wound up with a no range disable. So they basically have to hit like a cold snap or something. That's kind of their best thing until they purchase into a scythe or something. Abed does have his Midas down here in 2 gold, so that'll be flying it on the courier.
Pretty nice. Now, this is a hero that does care about the experience trend.
Yes, very true. That is why this item is pretty much always going to be good on Invoker, no matter how much gold they take away from it. He's got some chunky right clicks too. You know, the attack speed certainly doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Not so much in this build. That is for sure.
PPD.
Oh, Peter is... wow, he went for the low ground TP. That's interesting. As opposed to the just straight up sitting on the cliff.
Okay.
I feel like you're
Cliff has
dead either
become
way.
too predictable, Trent. See, PPD's thinking next level. He's setting the future meta.
Must be what it is. I feel like this Radiance is done here. Yeah, it's coming out on the courier.
Yeah, so Relic is out, and is that coming on the courier? Yeah, sure.
Well, they
is.
got him with the root. Being able to get away though.
Still half HP on Ace. Fnatic, pretty aggressive posture here. They do catch a sleep on the Enigma with the stomp. Abed, Tornado going to be off the mark. But follow-up Earth Splitter onto 33. Big damage there, but now on the other side, it's Saksa and Ace. He gets tossed in. They kill Abed. They kill Jabs. Fnatic have lost 3, and they are now on the run. Reaper's Scythe does secure the kill in the end as Ice pops through the false promise. Triple kill for Ace when she's all said and done. Trent, this game is leveled out. That's a 2K net worth swing, and we're going to see that tier 1 mid likely fall.
He just did so much damage in that fight, and he only used 1 Remnant. He still had 2 up. He had an Arcane Root that engagement. That was 4 Sleight of Fists and 3 Searing Chains from Ace during that. Thanks to the Arcane Rune. Absolutely huge to have that for that fight. And, I mean, they're trying to push with their items, but it kind of felt like they were a little out of sorts when they went for that one.
Oh, Saksa is in pretty deep there, maybe looking for a toss, loses his mana. Now gets put to sleep by the stomp. DJ, hot pursuit. They want this one. Oracle does connect with a root. Follow-up, Sunstrike does not find the kill. It's DJ with the stapler that actually finishes him off.
NiP did such a good job of enabling Fada back into this game. It's actually crazy. Like the way they all rallied around him for that tier 1 push in the top lane like that, and then he winds up getting the double kill, and then they're all grouped again for a fight because, like Necro, yeah, he can kind of hit jungle creeps and stuff, but in the end, he's gonna need team fights in order to farm his way back. And they keep targeting Abed, where they're forcing him to leave the fight early, or in that case, just like straight up getting kills, like 0, 1, and 4. His net worth has fallen down pretty hard. Of course, he didn't start too well, thanks to the last hits of 3-3 in the mid lane, who indeed is just going straight up Helm into BKB. I think this is by far the most logical build if the team you're facing refuses to get a BKB cancel after that Enigma.
I think I've been pretty impressed with Soxa so far. This Tiny had a really rough start, and I've been feeling his impact in these last couple exchanges. Now level 8, he's got some drums. They're going to smoke up. They'll bump into jabs. Opens up with an avalanche, tosses him up, and that'll be a free pick on the Oracle. Can they find anything else? Maybe hoping for a bit more out of that smoke. MP and DJ on the run down bottom. Remnant falls just a little bit short. TP out. The stomp's there just in time. And the TP will be successful. The Bear not going to be able to make it out, however.
Yeah, it's hard. I couldn't see who got the kill in the end because it was way up in the air, but someone got it. 300 gold.
Vlad's now out on the lone druid, so another aura for Fnatic. Still a very tight game, though. This is great for NiP. They've now kind of made up for those losses in the laning phase, but still a ways to go before they've actually got control of this match. Fnatic's still very healthy. I think they can still very easily win a team fight if they catch the right initiation.
Yeah, I think if I'm NiP, I'd like to try and get into the Roche pit. Not like right away, but I think it's definitely on my mind. But, because of the build from Peter, it is a little difficult because he's going straight for the Spirit Vessel. He didn't just go like Earn into Medallion or something. You can see he's going for the Vision. Oh, nice job top from Aved. That's going to end up being a free kill as Peter tries to get this bounty rune.
Let me close. Can Aved actually chase him down here? Sunstrike off the mark. Peter lives.
It was level 1 as well. I'm not even sure if it would have been enough, honestly. 100 damage. Yeah, he would have got him. Damn. Not so free.
Okay. Still got the bounty rune, though. Cute little play there. However, looks like NiP 2 for 2. Even spread.
That will end up being 2 charges on the Spirit Vessel for Peter, and that's actually pretty huge because he's going to want to be targeting down that Viper. Or essentially anyone around the Viper for that point. But the whole reasoning being that this Guardian Greaves is just insane. Not only just from the 300 health burst that you get from the active, but that Auric just, it cannot be understated how strong it is.
Now set up onto Tiny. The Atos will be there to make this a pretty easy one. Ice with plenty of damage. And of course those brand new Guardian Greaves for some sustainability. Fnatic all of a sudden knocking on the high ground though.
Yeah.
One little pick like that. Trent, they've got a siege creep here as well.
They've got a Glimmer too on DJ.
No glyph available for the Radiant. This is actually a little bit scary. Tiny does have a buyback. 15 seconds in the grave. They are losing some damage at that tier 2 up top. Ember Spirit comes back and Fnatic will play it safe, but they get about half damage on that tier 3 tower, even a little bit more than that. Pretty good exchange given that started as just a pick off on a support.
Oh, it's smoke time though. Yep, Peter's buying it because they got the fresh BKB here on Enigma. It is time to go. And they're going to try and catch that push in the top lane. They're like, we have 1 tier 2 left. I wonder where they're going to go.
Now this is the good stuff here. 10 seconds of fresh magic immunity on this Enigma. Will they be able to make it happen? No Blink Dagger, Brown Boots. Positioning not the easiest for 33. He's been great so far. We'll see if he can find it again. BKB actually not far away for the Ember Spirit either. A little surprised NiP didn't just wait for that. 200 gold off.
They're going to try and use the toss Black Hole maybe? Nope, Sox is going in.
Set up onto Oracle. Jabs getting stunned up. He gets brought down first. That's a monster kill now secured for Ace. The rest of Fnatic tail between their legs behind the tower.
Yeah, and look, he's just been lurking. Staying smoked up, staying on the sideline. He's coming in for it. But the Bears stop him.
Fada loses his mana there thanks to the EMP. Centaur also going to lose his life. Sacrifice for Lord Midas.
Not the best feeling. Midas. Having a Helm versus Midas. Yeah, there we go. Some cross promotion here. Thanks, Dream League.
More like
We'll just
thanks,
call him
Abed.
Mr. Midas the whole time. Sir Saddam.
That's the real meta. When I start giving kickbacks to any player that buys a Midas for marketing the event. Ember Spirit with his BKB now, so that's 2 10-second charges on NiP. This next fight will be very difficult for Fnatic. Like that tipping point where Viper goes from an unstoppable damage dealer to, well, I mean, we've got something.
Both teams are just so on the cusp right now of that high ground push, right? Like, they both have all those ingredients that you're looking for. Really, the best thing that's left for NiP will be the full completion of the pipe. That would do a ton for them at this moment. And then, of course, the Blink Dagger for 3-3. So their timing, I guess, is just a little bit off as Abed will make the escape. Peter not having the dust. Going to be kicking himself for that one. Don't think it would have made a difference in that instance, but looks like the dust was, in fact, upon Soxa, who just missed the cast there.
Well, a little bit of a bummer. Small missed opportunity. Arcane Rune goes the way of Abed and making some progress towards the Aghanim Scepter. Picks up that point booster. So definitely some recovery. Been kind of a slow road for the Invoker. But middle of the pack, hanging in there. Could definitely be a lot worse. All three of the cores for Fnatic still at the top of the charts. But the supports is where that disparity is coming in on the other side. Their Oracle, half of the next lowest, rather.
I would say this Invoker pick has been a total bust so far. I think because of the lane swap that was done by NiP, it just turned it into just like, why did we end up picking Invoker? He lost his lane. He hasn't really contributed anything to the mid game. He has no global presence with Sunstrikes, and he's not even farming that quickly. He does help secure late game, sure, and of course that's where that'll come in later, but you think about something like, let's say they gone for, I don't know.
I think he's close to over the hump, though.
Sure.
Oh, Enigma set up on by Ice Ice Ice. He does have the BKB Black Hole. Pops the BKB, but holding the hole for now. It's just him and the bear. This has been great for Fnatic so far, forcing that charge and then a disengage. No Black Hole wasted, but a 10-second BKB is just about as good, if not better.
Yeah, that would be a good way to set up into Roche if they kind of had the tools for it, but it still takes them a while. The Alacrity Bear is pretty much their best way, but they're always going to be scouted by these treants. You can see Peter is just StarCrafting them across the map here.
Bear doing some global burn here, putting that Radiance to good use. Nice Savage Roar. Going to be able to walk back, and the Bear will live. Jabs even coming in to make sure. This guy's a zookeeper here.
Yeah, safety first, I guess.
Pipe also coming out for the Viper. Just needs a turn on the Courier, and they'll have that secured.
Oh, really? So that'll be Pipe and the AC close to being done here. I guess he still got like 1,800 away, actually. All right, I thought he bought the... I think he bought the plate mail.
Maybe a go on Ice Ice Ice. Fada in the front line. Soxa joining the fray. It's a 4-on-2. DJ in the back line, but he gets a 4-hero stomp. Ice 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 just wants to man up and fight this. He will get Reaper's Sight. Not going to be enough for the exact kill, but it will set it up and ends up being the only casualty of that exchange. BPD also finishes off a tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Compliments of those treants.
Abed just never quite on the right angle for these fights. Of course, they're kind of breaking out in, non-optimal spots and ways. It's not exactly an engagement they're looking for. It feels like Fnatic hasn't really gotten a good start to a fight this entire game, and yet the game is still pretty close. So that might be a bad sign here for NiP. But
I think it's a testament to the way NiP's been taking fights and just setting up this mid game. They're not giving Abed those easy openings, you know.
This is like such a cusp. If you actually look at the Dota Plus win probability, Fnatic has held about a 70-ish% through the vast majority of this game, and only recently had to dip down to about 57. So this whole like late game idea, I think, was still holding out there for Fnatic, especially just when you look at like these earlier timings that you usually need from a Necrophos lineup.
Is there a hotkey to bring up win percent, Trent?
I think it's F8.
My F8 doesn't do that. I wonder if it's been rebound.
Probably.
Oh, biscuits.
Well, I'll just tell you, it's 51% now for the Radiant and 49% for the Dire. It just flipped after this whole game being around 70% for Fnatic. So,
you know, my 50, Dota 50. Plus might have actually expired. It's been exactly a year since Dota Plus came out.
That is correct.
Holy shit. Guys, I bought a year of it. I think mine's no longer active. I need to buy more Dota Plus.
Gabe calls. Get in there.
Guys, get back at me after game one's over. All right? How about that? That's embarrassing. Wow.
Yeah, Valve's not gonna be happy. You got to pay to play when it comes to the win.
Well, there goes my
here.
TI invite. Gosh.
As if it was secured.
We can only dream. Come on, you gotta project confidence here, Trent.
Right. 10-second BKB. That's confidence, right?
Yes.
Ace
Yes,
is
indeed.
showing it.
They're doing a lot of poking here. There's a lot of back and forth. Ace is just trying to like bait him into an initiation because he's got so much backup behind. There's the Atos, but able to use the Remnant. Gets back to safety. Both teams playing so cautiously right now. Too wise to take the bait.
Lots of footsies this game. It's been very chill. Been a rather relaxed game, honestly. It was popping off in MP's lane for about 2.5 minutes, and it was the hypest shit. Abed was missing CS in the mid lane, but ever since then, as Peter will pop his dust. Not too much use, though.
Abed, I don't think can get this
yes,
solo kill,
I do
though.
see you now. Well, where's he going to go?
Well, he's got a TP, and he'll have enough mana pretty soon.
No,
Tornado
Peter's got
gonna
the
be off
Quelling
the
Blade.
mark.
He's out of there. They're like, wait a second. How did this guy...
He's good. He's clear on the other side. Little skirmish breaking out. We've got a black hole. It's on the Viper. Also going to connect on the Bear.
Ooh, the promise.
Reaper's Scythe not going to go through. The false promise is there. The Viper could still pop.
Yeah,
Oracle gets brought down. This is going to be pretty close. The Viper actually still alive. A decent stomp from DJ helps break it up, but BKB now from Ace. Looks like this Viper is going to be done for, and that's going to be 2 down on the side of Fnatic. Ace is 10-0-4 now. Absolutely unstoppable and beyond godlike as he grabs another double. NiP officially taking the lead.
PPD. Making the space up top. I actually can't believe he had a Quelling Blade. I did not notice that. At least that's Paul bunnying his way to safety by the cliff. Pretty damn impressive, man. This, they just can't find it. It feels like Isis is in the middle of these fights. He does all of this damage. Like, you can see the damage done is actually higher for Fnatic in almost all of these fights because of this Viper, but they just have no way to actually clutch out the kills.
Ember Spirit is doing so much work right now. Another fight potentially breaking out on this side of the river. Saksa getting very low, rooted up, and finally brought down. Elder Titan gets rooted.
Oh, he's got no
the
BKB.
Remnant away. Ace actually disarmed. And they won't be able to close the gap.
Nice heals from Fada there on the Bear. That could have been dangerous if he got a root. Speaking of root, the 20 and 25 talents for Lone Druid, I have to say, have really been wowing me in the past few weeks. I've seen several players go for this 0 entangle and then into the Spirit Bear attack time minus. Whew, that is
something.
Very fast. You just watch this throne get obliterated. We'll see which way MP goes with the 2 talents. Can't believe we're still on first Roche.
-0.5 is crazy for the attack speed because his base attack speed is 0.57. So it goes to 0.07. Is that math right? That's bananas.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong on that one.
So how
Something
does that
there's
work?
not quite right. I don't know,
It
but
says
it's really
minus
good.
-0.5 bear attack time. Like how does it work then?
I can't even see the attack time.
If you mouse over the bear's damage, it says his attack speed, and then in parentheses you get the little
0.83. So it goes down to 0.33.
Oh, okay. When he uses the buff, it goes down to 0.57.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got you.
So when he uses the buff, it's actually like Machine Gun Bear. I understand now. So, but wow, that is really insane. That's a crazy talent. That's made for ratting to end games.
Yeah, you don't have to rat. You can just do it in their face.
You just end games.
There's no hiding about it. They can all be standing right there and watch you do it.
No, I see. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. So would you say that's more common? Isn't the battle cry grant spell immunity? Wasn't that like reveled as one of the best level 25 talents for a while?
It was for a while, yeah. But as of late, I've been seeing more of the games I've been casting have been the entangle cooldown into the attack speed. So he's gone for the battle cry cooldown though. So that makes me, that almost guarantees that he's gonna go for the spell immunity, right? Especially because there's so much magic damage inside of NP or NiP. So kind of understandable.
Yeah. Because I understand what base attack time is. I just didn't realize he had the buff on. That was the source of the bad math there. It's all good. I overcomplicated something that's not that complicated. It's a really, really good talent. That's
Just
basically all you need
let
to
the
know.
NA math lull just go, Just embrace it. It's okay.
That's true. We are on the EU time zone here.
Yeah.
Saksa, he's going to get picked off. That's going to be an easy one. Caught all
Dire's
alone.
middle tower is under attack.
It feels like there have been more pickoffs in favor of Fnatic this game, doesn't it? Like, all the team fights have gone the way of NiP, and then I feel like most of the pickoffs have just been... I mean, most of the team fight wins, to be fair, for NiP are basically just ice dying and everyone else leaving.
Well, look at this. Abed finally gets the solo kill on PPD. Connects
Mountie
with
gets
the
his man.
Sunstrike. Very nice.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Dude,
attack.
just like that, 2 pickoffs, and now they're pushing up the mid. This tier 2 is going to get evaporated by the bear. And again, we've got Fnatic knocking on the high ground.
Look at Ace, though. He's in... Oh, he's not going to go for it. Okay. He's like, oh, shit. I guess no one's going to get that wave. I have to get that wave. He was going to cut mid. But this finally opens up Roche.
Necro actually taking a lot of damage there. Yule's Scepter saves him. This time the Tornado flies in. We'll connect on the Necro. EMP to follow up.
Oh, here's one that we haven't talked about either. I guess they kind of protected the Lone Druid this game too, because I've seen a couple teams take the Viper into the Lone Druid. So, like, let's say you're against the Lone Druid playing as Viper, you can actually Nether Toxin around your tower, and then the bear loses his siege bonus. It's pretty hilarious because the Demolish actually gets removed, right? Because it's a passive.
Yeah.
But obviously,
There it is.
I'm sure that wasn't even in the consideration, but it's still kind of good. I've seen some Rubiks that can manage to steal the Nether Toxin as well. But Bear will
we
still have a
break.
happy game. Yeah,
Pretty
it's
darn
something.
good.
I guess that silence would be pretty crazy later on too if we get that far, because Ice is pretty highly level considering
The 25? Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you look at him, he's level 21 versus like 3-3, who's just been lurking on the outskirts of fights for so long. He's actually fallen all the way down to level 18
Wow.
out of the mid lane. It also comes down to Ace just grabbing all the waves.
Another game of chicken here. Both teams completely clumped up, very close to one another, but separated by this cliff. And again, we're seeing both sides being very cautious about getting baited into a bad initiation.
Yeah. They just do Roche too slow for both teams. So no one can do it. Like, this is very odd to see a first Roche last this long in a game.
No minus armor whatsoever, except
Well,
I guess
speaking of
one
the devil.
Blightstone.
And now we have a Solar Crest just picked up for DJ too.
Ah, okay. Smoke now picked up by the Oracle. See a little line on the map. Fnatic maybe thinking about a wraparound in the top lane.
So over time, I would start to favor Fnatic, right? Because this is where we talk about this Invoker pick where, like, didn't really pay off the whole early game. He's still 1-1-4. Like, just not really that involved, but now he's hit his items, right? 10-second BKB and Aghanims. I'd like to see some mobility to help him out, but it's kind of hard to get because he wants a scythe.
This is the obnoxious part of the Viper, though. Look at him in the front line, just kind of distracting the Necro with the rest of his lineup behind him. Looking for the right angle to initiate. They kind of find Saksa, almost makes it out, but he does survive. 33 with a huge black hole. Connects on 2, but where's the follow-up damage? They don't find any kills out of it. The Oracle finally goes down, but Fnatic's still reasonably healthy. They push back the Enigma. Now the Necro getting low. He's going to use the Yule Scepter. Another good stomp. Saksa might finally go down. Cataclysm does a little bit of damage. Looks like it could be enough to finish off this Necro. Ghost Shroud expires, and we've got a 2-for-2 in this team fight. The Lone Druid did die in the back line. Now a buyback used. Another one of these very spread out fights as the Viper gets locked down. He might get left behind, but still some allies nearby. Another stomp from DJ. Ice trying to lifesteal his way back up. They will lose Abed, but they finally bring down Ace. DJ gets credit for that kill, ending the streak. This Viper low, but limping away, turns to bring down 33. Now this Necro back in the fray. He's going to get the kill on Viper. He'll get some of the regen, and I think they might be able to clean up DJ here, or maybe
Jabs
the other
is
way.
coming.
PPD getting very low. DJ can't quite finish him off as Fnatic comes back in, but Jabs still nearby. The TP home, not going to happen. The Atos is there, and they're going to lose DJ. Now Jabs, the lone Oracle, desperately trying to finish off PPD, but doesn't quite have the damage, and the Nature's Prophet will live. All 5 of Fnatic are down. What a fight. Let's look at that recap to see what actually happened.
It's going to come out almost dead even, it looks like here. Barely a gain for the Radiant. The only person not to die was PPD, and there was also the buyback on the Necrophos. So both teams end up gaining XP and some gold, but the true victor will be Roche. I mean, Ace bought a Radiance mid-fight. He got it got like onto his hero, and I thought maybe that was enough to help carry them through, but they didn't quite get that burst. As he said, the black hole came through, but it wasn't quite enough. Like Ace came in right after and killed the Oracle, but that was really all they kind of got off of it. Wow. Look how slow this Roche is too. Jeez.
They could like almost respawn and contest this at this point.
Yeah, they've got a Treant on the shrine, so they're going to know if someone comes. But yeah, that is a definite possibility here. Ooh, okay, all right. We're going big plays here. 3-3 has the refresher. They're not going to know this is backup if they were to like full-on commit here. Of course, you don't really want to use it with 25 seconds left.
Still, it's worth it if you can catch him completely off guard. But this Roche has been kind of stopped. He's still at about a third HP. One tornado was enough to scare them back, and now the NiP hesitated just a little bit. I don't know if they could have killed it anyway. I'm sort of stunned at how slow this Roshing is.
Yeah, just not the right heroes left over, right?
Yep. But okay.
That's what that comes down to.
Less than 1,000 net worth favor for NiP right now. Very tight game. They might catch Abed, though. There's Tiny in the front lines, caught by the Tornado EMP. PPD on the low ground. Still, he gets tossed forward. Ghostwalk buying him some time. Sox actually gets brought down. There's the black hole. Connects only on Abed. Oh, also caught DJ on the high ground there, but no follow-up kills. The BKBs
Number
are popped. He's going in deep. There's the second black hole. Connects on two. Abed will fall first, and this Viper in big trouble. Reaper's Sight not enough to finish him off, but he's low, and he's down. They might be able to find the counter kill on the Enigma, but now the Bear gets brought down as well. It's a 2-for-3. Jabs trying to TP out. It's close, but he will not make it. The Yule Scepter is there. A 4-for-2. It's NiP once again.
Yeah, no Bear for a minute. Put some respect on the Enigma pick. And Fnatic refused to. They didn't go for the BKB Pierce, and they're being punished for it. You can't win fights with two of these black holes. Did the most damage to the engagement by far. Almost as much damage, honestly, as like the entirety of Fnatic. And it just gives so much space for Ace in these fights to just run around everywhere. And most importantly, just kind of keep Ace alive too, right? Like, he has the safest area to play around as this Ember Spirit. His game was already pretty easy until they finally get a Scythe on Invoker, which is still very far away. That's like the only way they can catch Ace. And now he can just essentially play in massive black holes. Like, how's he ever going to die? He does so much damage during these fights.
I think you're right. I was talking about the Invoker being over the hump. I think the Enigma's over the hump. I mean, what else do you really need to buy at this point? You're pretty kitted out. Everything else is luxury. You're getting close to that level 25 talent for some extra pushing or some extra stunning. I kind of agree with you. I don't know what they do to tip the scales.
Peter, let's see. PPD killed DJ. He killed Abed, and he killed DJ again. He's got an AC. He just straight up bought an AC. It's the most gold Peter's ever had in his life.
He's an Aura guy. It's pretty nice.
That'll
all of a sudden, it's a 7K net worth lead.
Yeah. And so what is the scoop on this Aegis too? It is still there for another plenty of time. We got 4 minutes on it. All right. Let's go.
About 45. So it looks like Lone Druid is going to queue up an Abyssal Blade. Don't know how effective that'll be. I think very hard. You have to be positioned just about perfectly to stop a BKB black hole.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
I don't know if you could even really call that a counter.
I think, I mean, it's all about Ace, right? It's like they're trying to find some way to grab him.
Yeah.
But even then, like, the Abyssal is still going to be so difficult to land on that Ember Spirit.
I think his head's in the right place. I don't know if there's a better item that you could go for in this situation, but I'm not convinced it's going to be enough. Necro also working on Heart of Tarask as his next item. He's picked up a Shiva's since he grabbed that pipe. So Fada also has made a complete recovery here after that abysmal laning phase.
And they're trying to split push with Abed, but you can see Ace is just grabbing the waves as they leave the base. 4 heroes just stuck nearby. They can't initiate on him whatsoever. And they've even gotten themselves the Bear. It's forced to BKB and just start running.
8-second charge.
And they know they can't try and TP it either because they'll just scythe it. And it would be 100% worth for them.
Almost grabs jabs there. Ace comes sliding in as well. Sleight of Fist, some Searing Chains. BKB gets popped. Now Fada jumps in. Fnatic stuck on the low ground outside of their base. Not where DJ wants to be.
What?
He gets brought down. Does have a buyback available.
Jabs didn't throw the ulti. He had it. He just watched him die.
Huh.
Guess he thought he couldn't get up or something.
I mean, it was a peculiar spot to be. It might have been one of those, you know, if I use this cooldown and then they go high ground and we don't have it, that's worse than just sacrificing you.
Yeah,
and keeping my save.
Jabs, in our last massive engagement with the double black hole, he was actually only level 11 on the Oracle as well. So he still had the level 1 cooldown, which is brutal at 100. But because he took the 25 XP talent, thankfully, his hero is now starting to recover. He really needs level 18. I mean, taking that cooldown down to 30 seconds is just ridiculous.
Enigma also did opt for that GPM talent instead of the cooldown reduction. So it is still a pretty lengthy cooldown on that black hole refresher combo. Just about
Not often we get to
seconds.
see the eggs, though.
How far off is he? Nah, pretty
he's
close.
Very close. He'll probably keep buyback, I would hope, because he's very important for their game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is somewhat wild,
scary.
honestly.
A lot of damage.
I guess what else would he get, right?
At this point, I mean, you could upgrade to Guardians.
It's like most games you would get a Lincoln's if they had some way to pop your BKB through, you know, through spell immunity, but they just don't. So he doesn't even have to buy Lincoln's, which is pretty damn nice.
Yeah.
Saves you a little bit of gold, you know?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games you don't expect to even get this far as an Enigma, but we'll see initiation again. Connects on the Viper. Lotus Orb helps him out a little bit. Nature's Prophet gets put to sleep.
He still has force
Ace in the
stab.
front lines. Both sides trading some damage, putting their frontliners out there.
You can see, though, Ace might run into trouble. He's going to have to be very careful with his BKB because we are on with the 25 silence. So you can see right there, he was just kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm a little stuck here. As Abed continues his split-pushing ways.
Yeah. That was like a Jon Snow, Ramses kind of thing. The two leaders are just fighting in the middle while their armies stand back and watch their captains battle it out.
That's how we should do Dota, I think, at some point. You know, the tie break, just the 1v1. God, that would be absurdly boring. Oh, Peter. He knows. He sees what he's doing. He's got the Tinker Ward up. That sentry's just outside the range. Oh, they see it slowing down. The dust misses.
The dust missed.
Abed.
Oh, no.
All right, he's good, though. Oh, no, he's not. He's distinctly not good.
Black hole. That one goes through BKB TP, and that'll be worth it for a pickoff on the Invoker. Very nice. Other side. Almost a catch onto the Ember Spirit, but looks like he'll be able to remnant back to safety as well. So BKB deployed to survive. They'll be on cooldown, and now on a 5-second charge for Ace.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But that's a dead Invoker. Looks like they're going to push up and maybe try to force that buyback. Ice, ice, ice again. Set up on by the Atos. Taste of his own medicine. Up top, the Lone Druid is continuing to split as NiP cautiously initiating this. They toss the Viper out, force staff back up towards the high ground, and Ice, Ice, Ice will be all right. Meanwhile, down bottom, PPD actually kind of splitting this up. He's just pressuring the bottom tier 3
but
while
what
the rest
about
of
the
his team
top
focuses
lane?
on mid. But up top, it's MP. A lot of damage on this tower. Ace has come back to try to repel, and the rest of his team has sort of had to move out.
He just completely ignored MP. I mean, MP has no items. Like, that was a really scary spot to be. If he actually got a Lone Druid, my God.
Kind of a situation where the offense from the Lone Druid ended up being a better defense than they could have mounted otherwise.
Yeah, they did get that tier 3, though, so it does mean their shrines will be forfeit. And we'll be looking towards that next Rosh in about a minute.
But what's crazy, though, is he was able to do that much damage to the tower without level 25. He's still only 24. He doesn't have that talent.
Yeah, I'm curious if he'll go back for it now. Like, maybe if he knows like what the game has kind of become, it might need one of those big burst moments, even though the immunity is so much better with the cooldown.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Potential initiation here. Tiny caught by a tornado. Shrine gets used before it goes down. Little detection will find Saksa. And up on the other side, PPD also caught. They'll bring down the the Nature's Prophet first.
Get that
Saksa was able to scoot away.
And he goes for the bear attack time, too.
He did go. Okay,
yeah.
Interesting. Excited to see how it works. And
I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Because to be fair, obviously the battle cry works just as well with the attack speed too. I guess I'm giving it way too much credit for the spell immunity because, of course, it's just flat damage with more attack speed. So you can't really go wrong with the level 20. Either way, you're going to be good.
That's definitely true.
And Abed on to Ace here, so he can force a glorious 5-second BKB.
Ice still playing like this frontliner. We'll see the Roche timer here, and it's going to be about a minute.
He's just going to BKB though, right? Yeah, he doesn't even need to. See ya.
But I think we're going to continue to see this stalemate until Roshan enters the equation.
And we have double black hole coming up in 10 seconds. Octarine core for Ice Ice. What's the cooldown on Nether Tox now? It's a 3.75 second cooldown with an 8-second duration. So the new change is that you can't stack Nether Toxins for damage, but of course, you can still stack them everywhere for silences.
Yes. Yeah, that's an item, all right.
Yep.
Gets your Viper Strike down to 22 seconds.
Look at his Lotus. He has an 11-second Echo Shell.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Silence on the Ember. This is an opportunity. They force another BKB.
And it is an early Roche.
Silence, man. It shows that they've got some potential here. Ace has to play completely differently now.
Yeah, despite a 9k advantage for the Radiant, it's currently sitting at a 52% according to Dota Plus. They're loving the Lone Druid Invoker. I mean, think about if this bear ever makes it high ground with Alacrity. I really hope we get to see it.
Me too.
It's it'll be clip worthy, I'm sure. It's just, this bear is just, it's something.
Gem also up on the Oracle. And a BKB out on DJ.
Thank God. I'm so glad MP is not going for that Abyssal. This is the correct item choice. He should be going Aghanims. I 100% agree, and it's now complete too.
Okay.
This is how you play this game. Don't try and be a hero. Don't fight with your team. Fight for the game. You know, the title says it all. Defend the ancient. You don't have to do that.
Let the bear do his dirty work. Take him off the leash. Send Boo Boo free. Mid lane, Ice gets a setup onto Fata. There's a Hex. Fata at about half HP, put to sleep, does get force stabbed up to the high ground. Tiny hops across the river, toss forward. It's just DJ. Black hole with the whip. 33 does not connect. BKB on, still has the refresher. We'll be able to set up another go, but they're going to get left behind trying to make the exodus. Tiny brought down as the bear re-engages. Ace does still have the BKB. There's PPDs. He's going to BKB TP.
They're getting out.
Can they find more? Ace and Fata on the run. Looks like they'll be all right. So minimal losses, but a scary team fight.
And
some big cooldowns used. The refresher was popped by Enigma now, so he is ready to fight again.
Yeah, he actually used it to instantly refresh refresh Blink to save himself too, but they're going to fight Ace. He has a nullifier though. They got to burst him down here.
Are they going to have enough damage? I don't know. BKB gets on. Jabs almost falls himself, and Ace is able to make it out. He's headed up top, and PPD will TP in.
That's not good though. That's where his remnant was. He's going to have to do a little bit of juking here, but yeah. All right.
He'll be fine. He'll TP, and then on the other side, Fata also going to be able to make it back. All right.
Look at this bear go. Machine gun bear. Woo. Oh, there it is. Oh, he got bashed. No, anyone else. Please.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. This is not a bear that I would want to tango with right now. Looks like it will be a Roche for Fnatic.
Can someone else please
NiP
tank
not
this
in a
Roche?
position to get there in time unless they start booking it. And they will not. Aegis Cheese go the way of the Dire. And that big lead the Radiant had now dwindling down below 5K. Was as much as about 12 just 10 minutes ago.
Kind of curious what they do with the cheese here. No, they're just holding on DJ at the moment. Maybe Ice, the way he's been playing up front, could use it. Just so out of slots, though. I mean, DJ is honestly not terrible because he has this BKB, right? Like, this ET gets pretty scary up to level 20 and then 25. Especially level 20 with the attack speed.
Do you go Earth Splitter cooldown usually?
Yeah, usually. I've seen both, though.
It's a lot of damage.
Honestly, the 20 is the more important one because the 20 just syncs up really well with your BKB. You just get the attack speed. Yeah, the wake damage is pretty cool in a game like this with the Invoker and everything. Like, they're just kind of paralyzed forever.
Yeah. Earth Splitter is really nuts in the late game. That's one of those kind of support setups where you get into these 60-minute type matches, and you're glad you've got an Elder Titan on your team.
Them. This is really weird. They're all like smoked up. Like look where Fnatic is. Your base, no one's home. They're looking for someone way in the back for a pickoff. This is a bold move from NiP.
30 seconds.
And Peter,
on the
they're going for a double Rax take. They're pushing in this bottom wave. Are they going to go for the creeps up top? Or what are they attempting?
Looks like they're going to TP home. I think they're going to play this and get into a nasty trade situation. They're going to let the little treelings do their work down bottom. They're going to slowly chip away at the ranged barracks. And that'll be enough to get Fnatic to think twice. They'll TP back the Viper. Just take a little bit of damage there. But now TP to their shrine. It's 33. He finds MP trying to TP out. Is this going to be a free Aegis? This lone Druid in a lot of trouble. They're going to commit for it. PPD comes in. Saksa on the other side. Throws the bear in. MP with the BKB on the bear. Trying to finish off PPD. There's the Earth Splitter. Connects on a few, but BKBs are still online. MP still just barely alive, but Oracle probably going to be the one left behind. I think the Druid makes it out. Instant buyback from the Oracle. Abed, BKB on as well. Just about to expire on the run. Nice route. Maybe they can turn the other way. Enigma's hexed. He's now in trouble. He's going to fall. But Nullifier comes onto Abed. Now the BKB from Ace. He's going to use it pretty defensively. Remnant already expired. Saksa trying to help his friend, but PPD's falling on the other side. Now Ace, he's out of options. He's out of mana. He does have some remnants, but I don't think he has enough mana to use them. Lotus Orb going to try to help him out.
Oh, there's no damage though.
But Abed, he's going to be able to finish him off. Now on the other side, Tiny put to sleep. A lot of damage from the Viper, and he's going to go down as well. Buyback from PPD on the other side. This is an absolutely absurd fight, but now Fada goes in. He gets hexed, standing on top of the Silence. Will be able to use the Yule Scepter, but it's to his own demise. That's a dead Necro. More buybacks are available for NiP. PPD looking to do some rat down bottom to pull back the likes of Fnatic, but now Fnatic have regained control. It's a 6K net worth swing.
Man, that damage from Abed, I would say he's finally come online, one could say, on the Invoker, right? That's our cliche phrase we like to use, and it's indeed true. Man, that fight looked so ugly for Fnatic as Peter continues his assault upon the Dire base. Gonna go for another tier 3 with his treants. Very good play here, but unlikely to be enough, really.
Right, I would call this annoying. You know, he's doing what he can. He's trying to make them think twice about this push, trying to buy time for the buybacks.
He's got no creeps now, though, so can't keep up his pressure. So what happened in that fight, though, was like they committed onto the lone Druid who had the Aegis, but he actually ended up getting pushed so far. He went up over here, so he got soloed just by Fada. So Fnatic had to actually win that fight without their lone Druid, and that's very scary that they were even able to do that. Peter?
It's true. He's at this point where he's pretty tanky too. Like, he absorbed a lot of damage to get to that point that they dumped into him before they could finish him off. Now PPD going to get caught down bottom. This Hex from Abed working wonders, forces out a BKB, and PPD will just TP home. No way to stop it. He's going to survive this one.
Gives him the nice. I mean, he just forced out Cataclysm. That's pretty sick, honestly. Yeah. Well, Jabs can't get that ward, though, unfortunately, even with his gem.
Only 2 buybacks on cooldown for NiP. 1 on cooldown for Fnatic right now, of course, is that Oracle.
3-3 is crazy, dude. This build is out there, man. Like, he's now gone back for the Shadow Blade to try and catch them off guard. Of course, they have a gem on the Oracle, so he's going to hope that Oracle is in the backline where he should be.
And the Octarine.
Oh, he's gonna give him the vision up top. Very nice. Get rid of that ward.
Definitely a good situation for an Octarine core, but I don't know. Is this Shadow Blade the play? This is so strange.
It's desperate, right? They have no they have like low buyback options. They kind of know, right? Like, if the Ember can't buy back, their fight's kind of over, so they need a really strong start to the engagement, and that basically just comes at a big surprise. And that's all it comes down to. Like, we know there's people ratting, and he is the one that can stop Abed from just doing his own rat game. Especially with the Agnums. He can actually solo the Invoker.
Oh, Fada actually jumps in here. Fnatic with a lot of reinforcements. Their whole team is nearby. Ice very far forward. Soxa kind of scouting things out, but bumps into jabs. 33 jumps in, connects with a black hole on 2. It is going to be enough to get the kill on the Oracle and the Lone Druid perhaps as well. Earth Splitter also flies, but Fada's gone down. He's bought back now. They're also going to bring down Soxa. He'll use the buyback straight away. Ace forced the BKB. Remnant over the tree line. They want to pursue, but they can't get him. On the other side of the fight, the buybacks have pushed back the front line of Fnatic, and things have slowed down a little bit. Still some pings coming out. They see Soxa. They know this would be a dieback if they can find him. Abed could definitely solo him. Pings in the trees. Those are Soxa pings.
Yeah,
and he'll be just
a nice play. He blinks into an area that they can't catch him at. Oh, he catches Abed, actually.
BKB TP. Seen a lot of that this game, and we're going to see it one more time.
Oh, it's too far.
Scythe was coming.
Yeah, but no option there for Fada. Just wasn't quite close enough off the shrine.
Big fight for Fnatic, though, Trent. More buybacks used on the side of NiP. More economic damage. Fnatic in control.
Oh, Jab's pinging the gem. Oh, it's in the fountain. Okay, so they got the gem back. Oh. They're tinkering with Ice here. He just goes in, though.
I like the way Ice is playing this so aggressively forward, trying to bait them into thinking that he's mispositioned, but really, his friends were hiding in the trees. He's been hexed up. DJ's got another Earth Splitter. Nope, maybe not. It's going to be the end of the Viper. 2 down on the side of Fnatic with the Oracle still on the sideline. DJ BKB on, punching as hard as he can, but he's now going to try to make it back. He does get dusted up, and on the other side, it's a black hole on Abed. They kill DJ, and now they're going to kill the Invoker. It's a Reaper's Scythe. He buys back immediately. If they kill this Invoker again, he's going to be sidelined.
They're going into the base, though. The Bear's in there already. Oh, they're forced back. They bought a bunch of bots, though. Like, Ice just bought bots too. I think he was going to go into that Lone Druid Bear.
He was ready for it. We'll see that Roche timer again pretty soon. That's Roche 3. Of course, Refresher Shard throwing a big wrench into the mix here. What a ridiculous game, Trent. Just as Fnatic took control, they tossed it away, and now nobody has any buybacks. The next fight could well end this game.
Lone Druid and Enigma. And, of course, Lone Druid possibly useless depending on what happens with the Bear in the fight.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Is he buying? Wait, where's his Bear?
Down bottom.
Oh, okay. So he never finished. I didn't realize he never finished that AC. That's kind of funny.
Never finished the Abyssal either. All right,
Man,
high ground seed.
Bodied by this Bear.
Is Ice up to the high ground. PPD is able to TP out after the battle with the Bear. No glyph available for the Radiant. So Fnatic able to just siege this high ground. Again, I like what they're doing with Ice here.
Yeah, they're alacritating the catapult and just putting ice on the high ground.
The smart play seems to be working so far. That's a tier 3 tower down in the mid. Up top,
Holy
PPD
shit.
Trying to do some split push.
DJ hit the moonshard. I was wondering why he was hitting so fast last fight.
He's got 70 attack speed plus the moonshard. So he's got like a moonshard and a half there. The 1.5er. The game of chicken continues. Both teams realizing what's at stake here with the buybacks on cooldown. Any kind of a misstep and this game could just end.
Look how far away they are from Ice. This guy is diseased. They don't even want to be close to the Viper picker on their own squad, as the Bear will take the bottom melee racks with the catapults.
PPD actually tightening his grasp. He's going to find himself a ranged barracks down bottom, maybe even a melee, and up top, there's also creeps pushing in with a double siege. Fnatic, I think they need to get back to defend this. PPD able to pull them to that melee barracks bottom. Still a lot of damage going into this tier 3
he's going
tower.
out top now. Peter, he's getting
Fight
it.
on the way back. Maybe they can grab Ice. Can NiP do this? They're building a jigsaw puzzle right now, and it looks like the pieces are starting to align. On the backside, interrupts that TP. MP all by himself. The rest of his team not going to be able to get there. It's the Lone Druid versus 5, and guess what? The Bear will be turned into a carpet. 140 seconds on the sideline. Does have a buyback, but these scythe kills are getting ridiculous, Trent. Next time Fnatic dies, it will be for a long time.
His Lone Druid Bear only survived with 20 HP because with the defender absorbing the damage from the Lone Druid. Like, if they lost that Bear and it wasn't alive for these 2 minutes, he'd be forced to buy back. He'd be forced to... I mean, there's still a minute for a resummon. Like, this game will be a lot harder. At least now they have a chance for Rat.
X, BKB, AC. PPD's carrying this game, Trent. Forget about position 5 Prophet.
Yeah, it gets to the point in the game where it doesn't really matter, right? Like, if everyone's just on the other side of the map and you have the 0 CD, it is ridiculous.
KB used by DJ. He's just going to TP out. They're going to try to grab the Oracle. Hex does come through. Silence, invisibility, false promise. But again, it's a 1v5. Fnatic just getting caught a little too far out. Makes him work for it, but Jabs goes down. No buyback on the Oracle. Short gold, not time. Roche 3 also up. Perfect time to get those picks. Now either going to have to decide, do we buy back with the Lone Druid and try to stop this 4v5, or do we let it go? And I imagine it'll be the latter.
Yeah, there's no chance of fighting this. All right, put away those arcane boots. 3-3. Give yourself a refresher share. That's my vote, I think.
You think so? And he's got 7k gold on that Enigma.
Yeah, he gets to hold it, so it is the play. Of course, you got plenty of time during the, you got your 4 seconds during the black holes. You can mix around your refreshers and stuff at least.
I think he's gonna bump into mana issues before. Yeah, maybe not. He's got 2k. Okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, we're at that point where it just doesn't matter.
Ace still stuck on bots 1. Has a Bloodthorn in his backpack. That's usually a sign of a pretty good game.
Sure
NP
is.
will get the wave though, and he did go for the tornado cooldown as well on Abed this game, so helping to push back these waves when they're actually in the base. Of course, the vast majority of their sieging has been done when there's just no one at home for Fnatic.
Yeah. We all know this feeling though, playing against the Nature's Prophet, where you're being split up like this, 4 in one lane, Prophet on the other side, and you're just slowly taking damage. PPD gets initiated on, he BKBs, TP's out, and you're like, damn it! We let him get away, and they got our top barracks.
Yeah, that is indeed incredibly frustrating. Like, we got to the point where so many things stopped going through BKB. It's hard to stop these BKB TPs.
Now Ace sidesteps the tornado. He walks away, and NiP just get away with it. Well done. Now PPD picking up more damage. He's got a full data list, so he's right-clicking even harder.
And I guess, are we evened out now then? So we have, what, 2 melees, a ranged racks left, and then same thing for the Radiant? Or no, they have 2 ranged and 1 melee, actually. So, slight edge still there for Fnatic. Dota Plus, after going back up to about 65% in favor of Fnatic, it has started to drift back down to now 52% in favor of the Radiant. It believes in Peter Pan Dam. MP just narrowly gets to the high ground here. He's actually going to get blink tossed.
This could be huge. There's the Hex follow-up. BKB from PPD on the high ground. Reaper's Scythe is going to be there, and they've got the damage. That's a dead bear for 145. He's going to buy back, and now Black Hole on Viper. Viper in trouble as he goes down. 2 minutes on the sideline. 125 seconds on the back line. There's Jabs trying to make it back up into his own high ground, but he's going to walk right into him. The Invoker does a huge amount of damage with the Cataclysm. The Enigma actually goes down, and that's also going to be the Aegis. Fnatic hang on, and they could still take this fight. Trying to push outward. DJ maybe out a bit too far, but Ace, he's caught by the Hex. There's the BKB trying to remnant away, and he'll survive. Now, the Enigma has also bought back 33. He's going to be able to use that Refresher Shard. No, doesn't even need it. He's still got the Black Hole, but no BKB or regular Refresher Orb.
He did his shopping so fast, he didn't even disassemble his arcades. He just straight up sold them. He's like, all right, I gotta go. Just instantly into the bots, trying to get back in. But
so bottom barracks still go down here, Trent. Top barracks have been cleared out. This is just a melee remaining, and their Viper is stuck on the sideline. Buyback in 36. So he will be able to come back relatively soon, but maybe not soon enough to save these barracks.
They've got 2 bears as well, but yeah, it's just not enough. Like, they're focusing one person, and the others just hit the buildings.
I mean, they've got to make a stand here if they want to do it. No glyph left for the Dire. Abed, the target, taking a lot of damage. False promise keeps him alive. Elder Titan gets tossed in, but he's rooted up. Can't do anything. So much damage comes his way, and he's on the sideline now for 2 minutes as well. 33 jumps in. That was a BKB. Doesn't use the hole. Doesn't need it as they've now secured the Megas.
And that was bear number 1 down. So 1 bear left. Invoker has his buyback now. It has come back off timer. They're still looking for that 1 massive fight win, and they've got 2 black holes to work with.
Not over yet. Tier 4 is still standing. Fnatic looking to make this final hold. The Enigma getting low without BKB.
No
this
buyback.
could be the end of him. It's actually a dieback for the Enigma. If Fnatic can grab more here, there is potential, but it looks like NiP will just get out.
They got to chase. No doubt about this one. Cataclysm just for the vision.
Not going to find it. And now is this hang on and then look for kind of an all-in moment? Do they just defend the tier 4s and hope that NiP make a mistake trying to push? What's your play here?
It's very scary because of this damn Nature's Prophet. I mean, there's no doubt, right? Like, Peter's already after those waves. They've got one coming in the top lane. The Fort Sphere is just trying to hold it back, but they have the boots of travel on Abed, so he'll be looking to come into this engagement. And I don't think, yeah, Peter has no way of actually stopping that unless he straight up catches him with a scythe or something. So they should be able to get the waves far enough out. And now Saksa goes for a wave cut here. He has his buyback, so he kind of knew this was a risky play.
Oh, he might make this
TPing,
TP.
but...
Nope, the Savage Roar is there, and
Yeah.
he gets caught. So like you said, buyback will...
Peter, though, right away onto that top wave. Abed is nearby, but Peter has his BKB up, so unlikely to secure anything.
Yep, sidesteps the tornado. Fada just
dire
waiting
courier
in
in
the
the head of
base.
TP.
I mean, they know Enigma bought back, and this is where the bear, I mean, it just toppled that barracks.
Yep, they're
This
going for
isn't as
Mega.
over as it feels. I think Fnatic have a chance to mega this. There is a glyph. Hex now comes out. This is a huge fight. Viper the target. It's not first, but no! The Ember goes down. He's got a buyback.
Look
He's
at the
right
bear.
there. Still 30 seconds until this Enigma's back. Now the glyph gets used. It's about to expire, and they are going to try to level this out. Mega for mega, but they've lost creeps. The backdoor protection. They need
coming
creeps
mid.
coming in mid, but they can go right through the back door. The bear actually has the DPS to do it, but they have to keep this bear alive. 300 HP. He's going down quick. The barracks finally lose their protection, and it's officially mega on Mega Dota. It looks like NiP had this game, but now they could be crumbling before our eyes. Buybacks limited, but this Enigma back up in 5 seconds, and Fnatic are forced to retreat and reset.
Get the bear out. They can't, though. That was a fresh bear, if I'm not mistaken. I do not see another one. Oh, he's got a refresher, though. He'll just straight up buy it in the well. Says, I need my buddy. Oh, well, I mean, this is how you start a major, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
70
I think you
minutes.
just go megas on megas.
Megas on megas. So this is one of the rarest late game scenarios in Dota. This is when games go from, hey, we understand what happens in Dota, to the unpredictable reigning true. Chaos has taken over this game, Trent. Who actually is in the better position right now?
It's an albino albatross. It's just something you don't see every day. It's I think I'm going for NiP.
They found him. That's an Abyssal Blade completed on the bear to finish him off.
Give him the tip. Woo! I mean, you gotta favor the Enigma, though, right? Look at this guy. He's coming in.
Wait. They want more. Abed.
Oh, the Earth
He's going
Splitter!
to survive, but a perfect Earth Splitter stops 33. He can't get off the black hole. He still has it available, though. It did not interrupt. Now Fada down south. He's going to get caught. Looks like he's going to be brought down. They know where Ace is, or at least they have an idea. It's a short remnant. They see Saksa on the high ground. He tries to blink to turn. NiP actually want to fight this. They're going to use a buyback now onto Fada. They're trying to end in the well. We're going to have to cut this fight. Tiny probably going to go down. What's PPD doing over here? He's battling against the Viper, and he's not winning. BKB, TP. No, what happened? PPD's down. Throne still standing. Fnatic are pushing out. Fada in some trouble. He is going to be able to blink away, it looks like. Abed, though, in hot pursuit. 3 down without buyback. It's looking grim for NiP. They did clear out tier 4s, but the base stands, and now it's a 5v2.
Man, Ice with the hold. That is terrifying. When something like that's happening, someone has to get back for that Nature's Prophet, and Ice invested in these boots of travel, too, so early as well.
So I think that his BKB expired while he was TPing, and he was standing into silence, so it silenced him at like the last second of the channel.
Yeah, because he would have been using his teleportation.
Up top, Abed caught by a BKB black hole. Finally, they set this up. Reaper's Scythe puts him on the sideline, but he buys back again.
Yeah, instantly. And that is something that they do not have for the Radiant for 2 more minutes on this Enigma. And there's just no timer and no gold as well for Fada, who's just trying to get a refresher. He's got to sell some items just to get it.
And here it is for the Ender. The Bear with the alacrity, maxed out, just obliterates the tier 4s as if they're not even there. No glyph available for this Radiant squad. Only 2 heroes remaining. A black hole to end them all, and it's only going to catch the Bear. Fada's going to be brought down, and 33 will be the final casualty as GG is called. Game number 1 of this best of 3 opening series after 72 minutes, 39-40, mega on mega. What a game of Dota 2.
Yeah, some very big stylistic differences it felt like between these two teams, and how a lot of these engagements broke down. Like, I always felt like Fnatic, once